What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Nintendo Week. Jeez, I just kicked my tablet. All right, guys. Hope you guys are having a really great day today. Listen, Jenny LeClue DetectiveU is an adventure game developed and published by McGrathie. It was released for iOS, Microsoft Windows, Mac, and Linux in September 2019. And it will be released, or it was released for the PlayStation 4 at a later date. The Spoken Secret Edition added full voice acting as a free update on July 24th, 2020. Yes. Platforms. Oh, I will tell you right now if I find it. I'm not finding it. Let's go to the Wikipedia. Platforms are for the iOS, Windows, Mac, Linux, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch. I'm pretty sure it's for the PlayStation 5 as well. But yeah, so this is another game that was super on sale. This one was $199, and unfortunately for you guys, the sale ended yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Either yesterday. What day is it today? Hold up. Yeah, so yesterday, November 9th. So it was $199. I don't see no music, but let's just keep going. Sure. 11. Huh? Oh, jeez. Okay, let's go. Jeez, it's creepy. Oh, this is us. Yeah. So, by the way, it's not a really good idea to whistle at night. Just saying. No swimming. Danger. What's a good thing we're not swimming? We're gonna use the boats. A murder of Karas. It's not creepy at all. What do we do now? My hood? Oh. Wait a minute. Oh. I understand it completely. This is gonna suck. There we go. Jeez, is this us? No, it's not us. Okay, just saying.
What? Who? Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus? Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton. To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town. It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable. But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeClue, and she was the world's greatest detective.
Bro, we're Chimuela, dude. And we're the greatest. I completely understand.
Finkelstein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then. Richard? Yes, I got it. I did, and my answer is no. I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
Oh, it was a kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels, typically maybe in the world. Chapter 1. The sun rose over there another perfect day in a picturesque country. Found gallery art. Nice. You found a piece of art? Head over to the gallery to see on display. You can access tight. Dear Arthur, hope all is well. Afraid I've got bad news, old chum. There's no easy way to say it, so I attached the latest book sales number. We are dwindling, bros. Nowadays, younger readers want more mystery and danger. You're losing them with Jenny's increasingly timid and repetitive adventures. Why? Right. Repetitive adventures. One bit of good news. It's too late for the store to cancel their orders for the next book. So we're going to give you one last go and see if you can breathe some life into the old girl. We want you to try a proper murder mystery. Starting killing people off. Add some drama. The bottom line is, if you don't step it up, I'm afraid, in the case of Jenny and the last hurrah. I'm not a murderer. Flip it over. In other positive news, someone from a real newspaper finally reviewed your last book. All right, let me see. Jenny LeClue and the Missing Marmalade Sandwich, the 38th and hopefully last book in a series which is a very much past its prime. Once a collection of mystery stories cherished by children all over the world, Jenny LeClue has since taken a nosedive into mediocrity. Okay, why did they redact everything? Arthur K. Finkelstein, quality and complete waste of time. Jesus, bro. The only mystery left in our 13 is how this trash keeps getting published. This reader really died of boredom. This reader nearly died of boredom. On a positive note, the book becomes a great. That's messed up. Wouldn't know a good story if you bit between the rump. That's messed up, dude. I took the worst bits out. No, brother, I need to review this. Unbelievable. I imagine all this might be a bit of a shock, but we've got to move with the times. Throw in a murder or two, a dash of real tragedy, and who knows? Maybe you've got one great story left in you. I'll ring you later to discuss. Sorry about career. Chin up though, eh? Richard Inkwell. P.S. Squash next week. At least you'll have time to work on that back. Oh. Hey. The Newton's Cradle. That'll cheer me up. Left the Finkel fan draft. Well, it's me again, Arthur K. Finkelstein, and here we are at book 38 of the General LeClue series, her most joyful adventure yet. Well, I mean, at the very least, this. Okay, I'm not reading all that. That's great. Her name was Jenny LeClue, and she was the world's greatest detective. She was the greatest detective, brother? Come on, man. Write something? That's messed up.
You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years? Fine. I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer, and you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir.
Jeez. Well, honestly, though, I'll give you my 2 cents right now. Hold up.
Boring? Predictable? Bah! Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get.
Oh. Well, okay, you know what? Maybe like do a little twist,
It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead.
What?
Her skin was pale, her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
No. Never move the victim.
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue.
You are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk.
Got it.
But he's doing it wrong.
As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh, me. I think it was an accident.
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor,
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
and then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh. Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder. Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh, yes, there is. It was murder, and I can prove it.
The case of the dead lab assistant. Okay.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data. And finally...
Deduce the real cause of death.
Oh, okay. So I immediately see things. Okay. Art gallery. Nice. Okay. So I was really thinking about this. You know what I mean? Like, maybe do a little twist. You know what I'm saying? It just reminds me of the time when R.L. Stein, you know, did this thing before he did, like, you know, Goosebumps and stuff like that. I think he did something like more towards like teenagers.
The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean.
You know, so maybe do that. Under the shoes.
Approximately 8 sizes too big and covered in mud.
Yep.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable, but her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite.
Oh.
The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
I thought it was a clue.
There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood. The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
Right.
It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker. She'd worn it ever since.
But yeah. You know, so have something like that, you know, like have something like how R.L. Stein did with his whole like thing. He went from like, you know, being like a hardcore like teenage like type thing writer or whatever into being like, you know, kid stuff, right? But then eventually like revisiting his stuff and rewriting his stuff. So maybe do something like that, you know, with Jenny LeClue. Just have like something different, maybe something like outside of like, you know, what are they called? Like different dimensions and stuff like that, like alternate universes and stuff like that.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches. I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the victim didn't slip?
Oh, how do I know the victim didn't slip? The mud, yes, and the wet floor, yeah. Make a deduction. Yeah, it's true, because the boots are still muddy, and you know, if they were wet,
victim's boots are filthy.
yeah,
They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor. So where are they?
nope. So, oh, we're still holding.
Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
What do you mean carried? Like just dropped her on the floor? Plah.
Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die?
I'll tell you this:
What
the
was
coffee
real
tub.
cause of death?
Well, this I need to end it right now because we've been at it for 21 minutes. Yes. Oh, we have to hold. Forgot. I keep forgetting. Yeah. Coffee, deadly but delicious.
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer.
Why does she sound like if her voice is sped up a little bit? I just noticed that right now. Well, I've been noticing for a while, but
same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead.
So we are detectives after all.
Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover.
Jenny?
The gardener enacting his revenge.
Jenny!
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test?
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch. The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya.
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool. What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
All right, this is definitely where we're gonna leave it. Thanks for coming on, little appreciated. Subscribe, like, comment down below, become part of the gaming link. Make sure you keep it incorporated. Thank God Morning War Life, because it was for him, it would have been in the first place. Have faith in him, and I'm just faith in him because everything's gonna be alright. Trust me. And everyone, please have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. There you go, dudes. Jenny LeClue, DetectiveU. I don't know. Right now, like I said, it's $1.99. Well, as of the recording of this video, and you know, when this video comes out, which is should be on the 10th, the offer ended yesterday, right? On Steam, it's actually on a 75% off, which also ended in 9 hours. Yes, yeah. So 9 hours after this recording, it was at $5.99. If you wanted to get it on the Steam, otherwise you're going to be spending like $20, right? I believe. Yeah, $20 on Steam and $25 on the Switch. Jesus, brothers, frick, dude, Nintendo, relax. We're not in no race. But yeah, so there you go, dudes. Honestly though, that was interesting. You know, I mean, I know we play a little bit here when it comes to you know, like something I have to record on the Elgato, but you know, I mean, I think it's worth it, even though I can't record for too long, right? Let's you guys have a chance at the game. If you really enjoy the game, if you guys don't want to buy the game but you enjoy the game, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll make like another video, or even better, a full playthrough of the game. I don't really mind doing that for you guys. All you guys gotta do is ask. Also, before we leave, right, I did ended up teaching myself how to make shorts on YouTube. So I'm gonna be going through my old videos and finding like funny bits, I guess, or funny to me. Hopefully you guys have the same humor as me. Right now, I think, well, as of this recording, like I said, I have 2 videos up. One of them was from the Raccoon Simulator game, which I'm still very disappointed to that game. And the other one is from a scene that was on episode 1 when we played Star Wars Jedi something. But yeah, it was a funny moment. To me, it was pretty funny. Oops, yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Stay fun, stay safe. Go play some LeClue. Let me know if you like this game. Let me know if you like Grim Fandango as well. I played it offline or off the camera. Try to move the story forward. I'm lost yet again, and I don't want to look for. I don't want to look in a guide because I want to try to figure this out myself. But hey, hopefully it happens soon because I'm tempted to look at the guide. I will be playing this on my own as well, and like I said, if you guys want to see more of this, LeClue or Grim Fandango, do let me know. I don't mind remaking the video on a game that we've played. Again, it just makes my life a little bit more easier, and I get to save whatever game that I was supposed to play for said day and just move it up. You know what I'm saying? So we have even more games later. All right, guys, that's it. Videos all for reals, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with Nintendo Weekend.